You might wonder what I'm doing here. And you might wonder, what is that cow doing over there? Well, I figured since I talk so much about not buying altcoins yet, why shouldn't I talk about how you actually can already kind of prepare for the bull run by, for example, farming crypto. But farming could be quite dangerous because there is the risk of impermanent loss. So you want to find a good asset that's quite stable and gives you a high APR. There's a chain that we probably all know, but not a lot of people are talking about that. And the native token of that chain is quite stable as well. So therefore I feel like this is actually maybe a good way for us to gather a little money in this bear market. Do you remember Nuls? Nuls is also a blockchain, and Nuls chain is quite undervalued if you ask me. It's a layer 1. And it has a market cap of $22 million. Fully diluted market cap is $46 million. So it's not that crazy, right? And if you look at the price chart of Nuls, it's looking quite interesting, right? This is on the yearly chart. And a year ago, it was sitting at 20 cents, 21 cents. Now it's sitting at 22 cents, right? And it's been going up and down like it's crypto. But for the rest, there is not really much going on with this, right? It's quite stable. How can you take advantage of that kind of stuff? Because Nuls is a trusted project, right? It goes back all the way since 2017. It went completely crazy in that bull run over there. And since then, it's been quite stable. I mean, even in January 2021, from there till the bull run quite ended, by the way, it has been doing very well. But like I said, it's stable. The price volume is quite decent still, right? So how do you farm something like that? Well, you want to find first a DEX of Nuls. And what's the native DEX of Nuls? Nulswap. So when we go to the native token of Nulswap, by the way, it says that they can mint new tokens, but that's the bridge that can mint and burn. That's not the token itself, so that will be probably gone soon. But if we look at Nulswap, if you go to the price chart, this is quite of a new DEX on the Nuls chain, right? That's quite interesting, right? Since the price is, it's just new, right? So if you want to check it out, yeah, where can you get it? Well, on PancakeSwap, you can get the Binance chain version, but you can also get it on Nulswap, right? So that is quite interesting. Now let's go to the website because although the token price is, in my opinion, very interesting, it's about the platform and what you can do with it. You can do this with any chain, right? So you can go to DeFi Llama, find a chain that's been around for a while, look at the total value locked, which is not that high, which looks pretty stable, and you are really getting the most out of it. So this is the Nulswap protocol. You can swap right there, right? So that's like the utility, like PancakeSwap on the BNB chain. This is Nulswap on the Nuls chain. But there are pools, so create or add liquidity to our pools and earn fees, and you can stake these tokens and grow those bags as well, right? So there's a lot of information about the token itself. It's an NRC20 token, a representative asset of Nulswap, a utility and governance token with a deflationary mechanism. So if you go there, you can find all the information about the token and the token vesting, the allocation and all of that right here, right? So you, for example, see a lot is going to the liquidity mining, right? IDO, public sale, future airdrop. So that's where most is going. So although it's new and you always feel like, oh, but the vesting is terrible, you also want to take a look like, yeah, but where is it going? Like if this was going to the team, for example, yeah, then I would be like, I don't know. But in this case, this is going to the people that actually make use of the project. And that's what I find quite interesting about new projects. If you are there quite early, then it's pretty interesting since you can get the most out of it. New projects are always high risk, high reward, of course. But therefore, like I said, you can also choose to just use the platform instead of, for example, investing in the token, or you can do both a little bit, whatever. But I'm just going over some strategies right here because For example, if you look at cake, right? Cake, you can stake your cake and it gives you quite an APR, right? If you do that in a bear market, for example, right here, if you were staking your cake, you were getting a lot of tokens. Plus, you know, you could have got them very cheap. So I don't know, you got them for like 20 cents at some point, right? So let's say you put $2,000 in it, you got 20,000 cake. If you got an APR of 100% back in the day, you got 20,000 extra tokens after a year, right? So you have 40,000 in total, right? Now at the top of the bull run, if they're $40, you sell 40,000 tokens for $40, you do the math, that's fucking insane. That's the game you can try to play in this crypto bear market. You can sit in cash, wait, hold. That's mostly what I'm doing, but it's also maybe good to take an advantage of the fact that some projects are sitting at quite low levels and that staking and farming is a real thing that you can do. So, you know, go read the website yourself. I want to go to the app and show you how that works actually. So if you go to the app, you see that you have to have your Naybox wallet. I don't have an Naybox wallet because you don't use that for the BNB chain or the Ethereum chain. But for example, for Nulswap, you have to. So I'm gonna install that wallet, show you real quick how that works. Pretty easy. And let's take a look what's possible. So Google Naybox wallet, right? And here you go to the official website, naybox.io. So if we go there, you can see right here that it's available on the Chrome store. So let's add that right here. Now, if you go to your extensions, you can see it right here. You can pin it next to your MetaMask and all of that. And first you have to set up a password. Now, if you go back to the website, you can here connect your wallet to it. And you'll see that you're connected to the wrong chain. It's on Ethereum. So you go here and you select Nuls, right? So if you have Nuls right there, now I can connect my wallet and I'm locked in. Now, first off, it's simple. Like if you want to use the Ethereum chain, you have to have some Ethereum on it. If you want to use the Binance Smart Chain, you have to have some BNB on it. So in this case, if we want to use the Nuls chain, we have to have some Nuls on it. So if you go to Nuls, you click markets, you'll see where you can get it, right? It's on Binance, Bitfavo, Bitmart, Kucoin. It's basically everywhere, right? So in this case, I'm gonna go to Binance, buy a little Nuls, send it to my wallet. So just, you know, go to your Binance spot trading right here and search for Nuls. And you have it. You can buy it with BTC, USDT or BUSD. I have some USDT right here, so I'm gonna use that. So in that case, I want to make a market order and I want to fill in how much Nuls do I want to get. Well, I want to spend a total of, I don't know, 300 USDT, right? So I'm gonna buy that Nuls for 300. So I now have it. So if I go to my wallet, so with my Nuls, I select withdraw and I go to my wallet, copy my wallet address. And here I say I wanna withdraw this coin to this address and it automatically sees which network you want to use. I just want to go with the max and then I'll withdraw. So it's submitted. So you can, whoa, okay, guys, this network is faster than I thought. This took like 20 seconds, maybe. It's great. I got my tokens right here. Okay, that's nice. So what can we do right now? We can choose to swap it, right? So you know how that works. You can go to the pools. You can add liquidity between two tokens. You can also look at your current positions. I don't have that yet since I didn't do that yet. You can also choose to stake, right? So if you stake your tokens, this is for NSwap tokens. So if you feel like, hey, that NSwap token sounds very interesting, you can do that. You get a 30% APR on it. Then you first have to, you know, swap your nulls to NSwap. Now on Nulswap, you can create liquidity. You can stake your liquidity tokens right here. You can stake your NSwap. So I'm gonna do that a little bit. And I also want to stake my liquidity token. So we also have to make a liquidity pair. So I'm gonna divide it a little bit. So out of my 1300 Nuls, I want to have 400 Nuls worth of NSwap. And here we go. And the fees are like nothing. This is like 3 cents. And now it's working on it for me to get my NSwap tokens. So I now got them. As you can see, it's going very fast. I have them right here. And this is something that I already want to stake. So I'm going to stake it right here. I click the max, click approve, and then we're going to confirm that. So these tokens are already staking. Like I said, this could be very rewarding since this is a new token and we don't know what the price is going to do. But also it's new, so you don't like, it can also be lower, of course, right? So don't go with crazy amounts, but for me it's definitely worth it to put some tokens in here. So I'm gonna let it ride for a while. The APR currently 29%, which is definitely not bad. Like I said, especially in a bear market, right? Who knows what these tokens are going to do in a bull market, but if you already get them more and more in a bear market, yeah, that's perfect, of course. So as you can see, the Nulswap tokens are staked right here. This is the APR. This is what I have earned so far. Well, nothing because I just staked it, and it will be unlocked in, like, what is this, 20 days or so. So you don't lock it for a long time as well. But now I also want to go liquidity staking, and therefore we have to get some liquidity tokens. Now there's a website, watertiger.finance. I'm gonna leave it down below if you want that. And here you can stake your Nuls tokens with USDT. So two pretty stable tokens, and that APR is quite high, so that's quite interesting. So that's what I want to do right now. Let's go for that. So how do we do that? We go back to Nulswap and we go to pools, add liquidity between the Nuls token and add liquidity between USDTN. Now that doesn't work for now, right? Why not? Because I don't have that USDTN. So we go back to swap, we go to Nuls token right here, and here we select USDTN. Now you want to have half of the tokens have USDT. So in this case 400 and, well, I want to leave a little gas fees, 450 of these tokens. Then I get around $100 in stables, right? So I'm gonna swap that, confirm, and then we can go set up LP tokens. Now we got both of the assets. So we go to the pools, add liquidity between Nuls and USDTN. So in this case, I want to use $98 of USDT, and I have 445 Nuls tokens. So it's already approved. We're gonna add the liquidity, confirm that, and then we have our LP tokens. So confirm, let it load for a little bit, and you will see in a short while that I have my LP tokens. Now, in that case, we can go back to Water Tiger Finance, and if we here go to Nuls, USDT and LP, we can stake the tokens. You'll see here that you have these LP tokens. So you go set up max, first approve it, of course, that's always what you have to do, and then we're gonna stake it. Then click claim and unstake. You can see here what you have staked. You can unstake it, you can claim everything, and you can claim your Water Tiger Finance tokens, because you get 51% in Water Tiger Finance tokens, you get 4.8% in Nuls tokens, right? So later, if you claim this, you can go back to Nulswap and you can go to swap, for example. You can here select Water Tiger Finance and you can sell it back to Nuls or to USDT or whatever you want. And you can see this growing with every block. It's in real time. So now I have 0.085, for example. In a couple of seconds, you'll see that that will be more as well. So pretty cool. I'm gonna let that ride for a while because like I said, this in a bear market is a pretty cool strategy. You can do this with any chain, any asset, whatever you like. But I like to search for the more, the less known, like what less people are doing. It's more high risk, but then again, you get more in return as well, as not everybody has to share that pool. Now the token itself, by the way, Nulswap, it is very interesting in my opinion, because it has currently around a market cap of like 270, at most $300,000. That's kind of crazy. Like if you know what these DEX tokens could be worth, look at Uniswap, look at PancakeSwap, and of course these are the DEXs of more mainstream chains in the first place, but still, it has so much room to grow, especially if you consider that Nulswap, like or Nuls chain, is fast, it's cheap, it's an undervalued chain. And if you feel like, oh, but getting that wallet, I get that. You can, like I said, also just get it on PancakeSwap. And for example, if we go to DEX tools, for example, and we search for the PancakeSwap address right here, you can find it. You can just see how low it is sitting right now, right? It is kind of crazy, but the growth is definitely there. So you can also just get that contract address and get it on PancakeSwap. If you go to markets right here, you can trade it right there. So that's very simple. And I feel like, yeah, this might be actually something that you can consider adding to your portfolio, but come on, do your research, of course. So therefore, you want to go to their Twitter, you want to check out how they are, what they are posting. Market cap 220k, by the way. Well, that was April 11, slightly higher right now, but still like very cheap. There is a article on Binance about the project, which is very cool. Nuls itself is posting it as well, so they have the backup as well, right? It's not like one simple project that nobody cares about. The big projects out there talking about it as well. It gives me a lot of confidence, of course. And they're growing. That's so cool about new projects. New projects with the right eyes on them and a nice use case. Like they keep updating, right? And that feels early. That doesn't feel like, yeah, new projects are speculative, but they are proving themselves a lot as well. If you look at this, they do pools. Where should Nulswap open its next liquidity pool? So you can go with Arbitrum, CK Sync, whatever it is. So you can go to the Twitter and you can vote right there. Very interesting, and I think that Arbitrum is, by the way, very cool. But be in their Telegram as well, right? If you are in the Telegram, you can see all the messages about the community. 2,000 members, so it is quite early. And I feel like this might, yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting. So I'm happy to stake these tokens, to go LP staking, to see where this goes. Especially with these, Binance articles, you don't get there without, for nothing. It is quite insane. So just search NSwap on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. But it's interesting. The first deflation mechanism comes from the NSwap sell fee, and on all sales, a percent of 1% is charged, in which 0.5 is burned and another 0.5 is distributed to the staking contract. So it's actually deflationary, and I like that. Like, you have PancakeSwap and all of that, they're quite inflationary. And what I, by the way, about staking, forgot to mention, but you want to read the white paper. This is interesting stuff. If you have your NSwap, like we just bought, and you stake it, you get more NSwap, of course, okay? But you also get a NSwap, and that's what you can use to vote for, but you can also use to stake that again. And the circle goes around and around and around, so it's a big project. The video takes quite long. I will make follow-up on it to go more in details about this, but you already know how it works, how to get involved and everything like that. But that a NSwap, you can also go back to Water Tiger Finance and stake that here, just single staking, no LP, no impermanent loss whatsoever, and you get these Water Tiger Finance tokens for free as well. So it's a 1-1 ratio. When you stake your NSwap, you will receive a representative token of your stake called a NSwap, and a NSwap will be used for the governance and for stake, like I said, staking a NSwap and earn tokens from other projects like Water Tiger Finance. And they do a little bit like what Trader Joe does as well, and I'm gonna make a video about Trader Joe as well, because I think that that's also a very good idea. This kind of the same, but smaller still, therefore the reward is higher. But you can stake your a NSwap tokens to earn VNSwap tokens, and these VNSwap tokens can give your APY a boost if you stake them more, and that's what a lot of projects are not doing yet. I'm just messing around with Binance and all of that, but what's so cool about this wallet is, like I said, you can buy these tokens just on PancakeSwap, very easy, right? But if you go to your wallet right here, you have the bridge function, and if you go to bridge, you'll go to bridge.nerf.network, and here you can just bridge your tokens from the Binance Smart Chain to the Nuls chain. So you don't really have to go first to Binance and all of that. But if you're like me, then, well, It's also a possibility. Last thing, but I'm not showing you this right now, otherwise it's really taking too long, but this is down below if you're interested. Their roadmap, they just made a video about their roadmap, so you get it explained perfectly. For example, they're going to start up a lending protocol as well. These things are very big as well. This is basically the complete ecosystem for the Nuls chain to be found right here. So they're really gonna expand DeFi, and this can bring Nuls chain and therefore Nulswap pretty upfront in the next bull run. I love it. They're working hard. So I want to leave it here. This is long enough. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'll update you in a while how my staking is going, how the farming is going more in depth about the project itself, and also how to do this on other projects like Traded Joe and Ethereum and the Binance Smart Chain and all of that. Because yeah, we can wait in the bear market, but we can also take a little action, and I'm not known for that, so maybe it's good to do that. So here you go. Like the video if you like the video. If you have an opinion about something, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna have a nice update about the crypto market as well. See you then.